Hey guys, it's Kelsey and I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. Today I have a fun challenge. It is actually Scrapbook Your Joy sketch challenge. So this is my layout here. This is the challenge. This is Suzanna Lee's sketch and layout for this month's sketch challenge over on Scrapbook Your Joy. I was really excited to see a challenge from them since I'm guest designing for them this month, so I could not wait to do this one. So basically, her sketch is a grid it has dashed lines to insinuate maybe stitching. I'm going to end up doodling since that's kind of my thing this month. But she stitched a 12 square grid essentially, and then she just had 9 circles basically sitting on top of the intersected sections of each of the stitched areas. You'll see what I mean in a minute. She used 3-inch circles, I believe. I tried to do the largest circle I could fit on a photo. I didn't want to crop this one too small. This photo is Billy sniffing one of my flowers out back. So I thought that was as small as I wanted to go without losing any details. So it's basically just his head and the flower. I'm going through the scraps I have left and using that same size die to cut everything else. It's nearly 4 inches, not quite 4 inches. So you'll see me laying them out. I sped this part up a lot because I fiddle a lot with the layout, what order I want them in. I want to make sure no patterns are next to or above each other. Diagonal's okay in my mind. I just want to make sure everything is sort of balanced around the page. So that's kind of what I'm going with. You do see I end up tweaking where the stitches are because my circles are larger. If I were to stitch where she stitched behind her circles, you'd only see a tiny itty bit of it because my circles take up so much of that space. So what I end up doing is I end up faux stitching with marker basically a 9 space grid, like a tic-tac-toe board, so you see all the stitches between all the circles instead of the circles laying on top of the intersected areas. So you'll see that in a minute. I do definitely want to try and incorporate some doilies. I know Suzanna Lee used a really pretty floral die cut as a few of her circular elements. I liked that idea, and I had these awesome doilies from Jennifer I'm still trying to pull in, so I decided on 2 black ones as 2 of the circular elements. So you'll see I'm just playing with that right now. I know for sure, because this is a spring layout, a floral layout, I want to try and pull in all of the rest of the photorealistic flowers that are in this collection. So you see I pulled all of those in and they're sitting on my dish on the side over there. But right now I'm just doodling that grid. So her sketch had 2 rows of stitching, which I thought was a fun idea. I've only just been doing 1 row and or messy multiple rows, but I like this idea of doing 2 straight, clean, faux stitch lines. And you see I made my little tic-tac-toe board there, and my circles are going to go in between all of the stitches instead of on top of the intersections. So I like that idea. Tweaking it that way just because my circles ended up being so much larger. But I really like this stitching idea that she kind of inspired me to do, so I do end up going around all of the circles and faux stitch those as well. So I still sped this up a lot because that took a minute. It is a little messy, I feel like, when you use a marker without a ruler or something to stitch against to make sure it's smooth. It's gonna happen, but that kind of adds to the casual playfulness of this kit, so I feel like that's okay. But I got all of those. I do try and take her sketch pretty literally from here. You see one of her circles on the lower left has a circular element on it, so I pulled the circular piece in on that circle. And now I'm just trying to play with embellishment. I end up having embellishment on basically all the circles. And I think that's fun. I think this is one of the ideas where you can really embellish in every area because it's a concentrated, controlled design. You have these clean, organized grids, and by embellishing within that circle, you kind of can embellish a lot without overpowering it, which is a fun concept. So you'll see me kind of start adding. I'm still trying to play a little bit. I did decide to die cut some more circles of another pattern to put behind the doily, just so, you know, I felt like the doily just wasn't enough. I really like the idea of the doily having some pattern paper behind it showing through. So I took that other collage-y styled paper in the collection, and I really like that because all those colors and little icons kind of pop through, but you can't exactly see what they are. You just get the hints of the colors, and I think that's kind of fun. So I'm going to glue those doilies on top of those 2 patterns. I like that it's opposite corners. I think that helps keep the balance. And then I like how everything else is spaced so far. So now I'm just going to start to play with embellishing. So this part was really fun. I start to just layer things. I have everything on the right there that I feel I can use. I knew this girl I was going to have a hard time using in this collection because me and my family pretty much all have blonde hair, so I knew using a girl with black hair what might not work on a page of us. But where this one, even though it's Billy, it's about just being excited that the flowers are coming and excited for spring. And for me, even though the new year starts during the winter, I don't really feel like it's the new year until spring hits. So I thought it was appropriate that I had this girl over this sentiment daydream. I layered a floral behind her. So it's not really a literal take, it's more of a conceptual page about being excited that spring is finally here. I have these florals blooming in my backyard, and that's kind of where I went with it to make it okay in my head that this girl is on this page of Billy. But I go ahead and put my title on that lower middle circle, which is where she had noted the title in her sketch. The upper right hand circle had a label in the sketch, so I did put a label up there along with another sticker. And now I'm just playing. There was a heart, a small heart on the upper left hand corner of that middle left hand circle. So there was a heart on the sticker sheet, so I literally just put that right where it was on the sketch. And I'm pretty much just filling in with embellishments now, so everything else is just me filling in the circles however I feel like it. I do pop a few things up on some foam. A few things are puffy stickers, a few things are flat stickers. I think there's some fun dimension and different textures on this page. I definitely get all of these photorealistic florals on this page, so they got used up. I definitely wanted to make sure all of this got used up this month, so I'm pleased with that. I play a lot. I feel like I want to layer the florals, but then I end up separating them a little more instead of having them all in one area, so you'll see where they end up in a minute. I think only that one pink one ends up on there, so I'm trying to layer them all up, but it doesn't stay like that. I do also use the rest of the stars that are in the kit. There's a few stars that come on that sticker sheet, so those get used up on this page. There you go, I'm taking them off. Yeah, there we go. It stays like that, so now I just need to figure out where these other two florals are going to go. I liked that Enjoy Where You Are Now puffy sticker, and there's this other puffy sticker in the same style that says All We Have Is Now. So I liked that that was kind of mirrored, so that goes down there with the other two florals. There we go, and you can see my phone there. That's Suzanna Lee's design. I am linking her process video for that layout with the original sketch below if you want to see her take on this layout. It was a really fun one to do, so I just added some Nuvo drops as my final touch, and that is all. So here are some close-ups. You can really see that every circle is different, but to me at least it's not too overwhelming just because it is in this grid layout, so that's a really fun design to do. It's different for me for sure, so I was very thankful to have this inspiration to kind of give me something fresh to do. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching. Check everyone else who's playing along with How to Kill a Kit with Style. Thanks for watching. Bye.